Imagine this, let's call this dude Bob. He wants to go pro just like you, so he's grinding relentlessly every single day, doing some 1v1s against better players just before he goes into scrims, then VOD reviews those games. He really focuses on his VOD reviewing because he knows how useful it is. But there seems to be a weird problem. He always seems to make the exact same mistakes he's already gone over in a VOD review. It's like he just forgets. Why could this be? Well, let's take a deeper look into what he does when he VOD reviews. Okay, so he's watching his game start to finish, but he's having like a focus around the point where he died. He's thinking, okay, yeah, I definitely did rotate a really bad way that zone and it ended up killing me. I should totally rotate around the other side next time. Okay, nice, that's great, but wait, he just hopped off his PC after that? I see where this has all gone wrong. There's a secret many pros use in this situation that Bob has not thought of. It's to write down notes from what he's learned. Now hear me out, this is so much more useful than you think. And it's not just because like, oh, you can just look back on the notes and refresh your memory. While that is a great aspect of it, and another little tip I can give you with this is to have your second monitor open with those notes during your scrim games, so you're actively remembering what to work on. But the most powerful thing about this is something you haven't even thought of. When you have an idea in your mind, you're thinking something along the lines of, okay, maybe this rotate was bad and maybe in these zones I should usually go around this other way instead. The thought is really general and not specific. And I found if you actually take the time to write down the thought and idea you had, you are forced to think about it even deeper and in a way that makes perfect sense. Because you actually have to write it down in a complete sentence that makes sense compared to the jumbled idea you have in your head. You might not even ever come back to that note you wrote, but it was still so useful to write down. I really find this with me and YouTube when I'm writing down notes on improvements and possible ideas. I hardly ever even read the notes I write down, but because I took my time to write down these notes and ideas in a complete sentence, boom, it's just been super ingrained into my memory. But when I don't write down ideas, I find I just hardly ever remember them. You've just made it through the entire video, so you clearly want to go pro in Fortnite, meaning you might be interested in an hour-long one-on-one private coaching session with me where we go over exactly how you can go pro from where you're currently at in your Fortnite career. Just click the link in the description for more info.